Is your website doing its job? Is it generating you new prospects and patients? Today, in part one, I'm going to show you 3 steps that can help you to generate more new patients and prospects from a lead generating website. So I'm going to give you some tips on how to do that. My name is Dr. Derek Barron. Welcome to our series that we're going to host with you on websites. It's in general a great way in which we can help you generate more new patients and prospects for your practice to help you grow and scale. We're with Practice Insider's Edge. That's what we specialize in, is helping you and your team grow and scale your practice. So let's dig into the presentation today. Let me add it here. So again, how to turn your website into a lead generating powerhouse. Your website is the headquarters of all of your online marketing. It's the first thing most prospects will find when they search for your practice. Between 70 and 80% of all patients say that they research practices online before saying yes for you to becoming their provider. In addition, 38% say that they'll navigate away from a website that's poorly designed. So you have to make sure it's designed user-friendly, it's comfortable, it's mobile-friendly. We'll get into that. Let's dive a little bit deeper. So it's not a good idea to throw together a basic website that doesn't help you generate new patient leads for your practice. Your design must be user-friendly and intentional. So here's some tips to help you out. Choosing the right domain is extremely important. You can see that there's one domain as far as .com that appears 3 times versus .net and .org. .com is the domain to go after. It's always surprising to me how many practices choose confusing or difficult to remember domain names for their website. Choose one that is descriptive of your practice, easy to type and spell, skip the dashes and weird abbreviations, and easy to remember. Now, the good old days of Naperville Chiropractor are gone. So in other words, the best domain is the city and what you do. Naperville Physical Therapy, physical therapist, Naperville. Those kinds of things are the keywords that match in there, but those days are gone because most people have taken those in the .com component. There are other ones you can get, such as .net and .org and .com, but the most popular, again, is the .com. There are a few other ones like .o and .org. .o is really one for people that have, app extensions or applications that they'll use, or .co is another one. You could see that at www.grro.co. That's one of the ones that we utilize for our Grow platform. Less popular options such as info or .us can be confusing to potential patients and make them choose a competitor over you. Now, leave dashes or other punctuation out of your domain and try to keep it short. Under 15 characters is ideal. There's many reasons for that, but just try and keep it short and sweet and to the point. However, a lot of shorter domain names aren't available anymore, like I said, so you're better off choosing a .com name with a longer root than a shorter name with less common extension. So what you want to do also is design a new patient attraction homepage. Where they first land, you want to make sure it's attention grabbing with images. And if you can, and if you're confident enough to do the stuff that we do often, is get video. Make sure you've got an introduction video of you walking through the practice from outside to inside. Show what you have to offer. Video is a great way to engage people. So in many cases, your home page is the first thing that your visitors will see, that your site sees when they head there. This means it must be clear, attractive, and easy to read and navigate. Your homepage is also like the cover of a book. It's got to be welcoming and intriguing. And as I just said, the best way to do that is if you have video on your homepage. You should always have concise and compelling copy that explains who you are and what you do. So as a chiropractor, I'm going to explain what my services are, my ideal patient that I go after. My wife is a physical therapist. On her maybe about page would say the same thing. So you can have a practice section and an about section that breaks it down for each of the providers in your practice. You want to have original, meaningful images that sell you and your practice. So again, for certain services or products that you have, make sure that they're great images that are taken, just like food images in a magazine. You want those images to pop and stand out. We'll talk more about calls to action a little bit later, but your homepage absolutely needs to have a clear call to action and or an irresistible offer as well. The call to action should appear above the fold for the best results. What that means is when you're looking at your computer screen, let's just say you're on a laptop at home watching, a game. When you open up to a website, Above the fold means anything that's from the bottom of the screen to the top. So sometimes the best way to have a call to action is just a bar across the top that helps that. Another thing that you want to do is boost your SEO. So you want to make sure you're doing things that will boost your search engine optimization inside, or what's called on page, for your website. You know, it may be a while since you've done some keyword researching or optimizing your page, but it's time to head back there to the drawing board to make sure that you've got it right now, because it's important for you for generating these new patients as they come into your site. And Google changes its search algorithm constantly, so you always want to make sure you're doing the appropriate things. There are a lot of sites that haven't even taken mobile optimization seriously, and that's a huge problem. Too many times when we're looking at PT sites, chiro sites, combination integrated sites, that all too often they are way too old and they are not mobile friendly. 60% of all searches are done on mobile sites. You've got to have that done. Optimizing for voice search should also be a priority, and that's for Google, and that's for Alexa and other components of that nature. That's what you want to do. This means choosing long tail keywords that are highly focused and specific. In other words, it would be, hey, Google, find a chiropractor near me, or find a Naperville chiropractor. That's where we live. That would be one that if you had one of those domains, it would help you in the search engines. Make sure that the content in your website answers the most commonly asked questions about your practice, products, and services. So if you have a products page, the best way to do it is, if you sell supplements, hold up that supplement, talk about it in a video, and it could be the same exact content below that's written, but that video will cause engagement to go up and you will be rewarded from Google. The same thing on your about page. Have a video there explaining who you are. On your home page, have a video on there. And your services page is a great way to break that down, where you have all of your services that have their own pages on the top of that page or on the right with an opt-in box. So you have a call to action, goes through the description of your services. You should also use schema markup. Sorry, big SEO terms in here, but that ensures your Google, Bing, and other search engines to scan and index your website. It's important. So again, my name is Dr. Derek Barron. It's with Practice Insider's Edge. I appreciate you taking the time to watch this. As always, you know that we are here to help private practice business owners, help them grow and scale their practice. So if you have a website that you're not certain if it's mobile friendly, believe it or not, people don't know that. If you do, and you have some things that you would like to get some help with, make sure that you reach out to us. Put below in the comments just website. We'll get back to you. So again, whatever we can do to help you grow and scale your practice, let us know. We'd love that opportunity. Schedule a call with us. We can do that too. We can go over your website and do a website audit for you as well, if you would like that. So thank you again for your time. Stay tuned next week for part 2 of this video series on how to generate new patients with your website. Have a great day.